Well, good afternoon. I think 5 o'clock might fall right at the edge of evening, but good evening, good afternoon, whichever thing it is. Let's see if we could. Well, I don't know if I like that color light. I was trying to check to see if I like the color of the light, but I don't like that color. So we'll stick with what we got. Do. Hello. I actually didn't put the order out that I was going to be on live today. Didn't put the video up, or the little pre-prep that says we were going to be live. So yeah, I thought about it about an hour ago and was like, oh, I never did put up that I was going to be live today. So here I am. I'm live, and we'll talk to whoever's here to talk to. That's how that goes. We'll talk to whoever comes to be talked to. And then otherwise, some people may watch it on the replay, which is fine with me. The whole point is that you watch it. If you watch it on replay, that's fine too. Hey, Instagram. Hey, Twitter. Hey, Facebook. And hey, YouTube. Hey, everybody. Let's go see what we have over here. Slow but sure. It's not quite 5 o'clock. I came in a little bit early because I wanted to give all the platforms a chance to let the people know that I'm here. Let the people know that I'm here. Let's see, we'll drink some water while we wait. Always a good thing to hydrate. Always a good thing to hydrate. I try to get at least 64 ounces of water per day. I'm usually not successful. My water bottle, which is this one, I believe it holds 32 ounces. So if I was to drink this twice, this is an iron flask, by the way. This is an iron flask. I really am a fan. It's like a hydro flask, but it's iron flask. You see, it's kind of pretty too. But it keeps everything really cold, which is great. It's very similar to the hydro flask. I think they're comparable. I have both. I have a hydro flask and an iron flask, and the prices are about the same. What they do is about the same. But I try, when I get through one of those, I try to fill up the next, fill it up again, and then I try to get finished. I think I probably drink about 48 ounces a day, maybe 50, 56, something like that. I don't quite get to 64, I don't think. I don't think I get all the way to 64. All righty. I try, but you should do better. Do better than me. All righty. Do better than me. We're supposed to get at least 64 ounces of water, and I should drink more, seeing that I'm doing more exercising these days and doing a lot more sweating in this Florida heat. So I really should be taking in more water because I'm losing it. I'm losing it when I'm out there walking. I'm losing it. Well, this past week actually was a decent little week. Got rid of the wrong thing. I wanted to keep that. Was a decent little week. I hope that you all did well on your trading for the week. If you did, if you made some money this week, put me a $ in the chat. If you made some money this week, put a $ in the comments to say, yep, I did. I made some money. If you made more than you lost, because really that's what we're after, is making sure we win more than we lose. Because losing is a part of this. Many times people don't want to lose at all, but losing, learning, we'll call those learning. Learning is a part of this. You're going to take some L's, some learnings. You're going to take some of that when you're in this market. All right. It's just, there's no way around it. There's no way around it. You're going to take some L's, some learnings, some losses, some lessons, all those L's. You're going to take some of that in this trading game. There's no way around it. So you got to make sure, though, that you're learning something from the L's, that you got to get something out of it. If you followed your trading plan and your trade stopped you out, then that's a win. That's a win. Don't consider that a loss. If you followed your trading plan and that trading plan led you to close the trade and the trade closed early, then that's a win. A win is a win, as they say on TikTok. That's a win, because if you, that's what the whole reason why we got trading plans is so we can follow them. Many times we don't follow them, but that's what we have them for, is to follow them. Okay, this is SPX last week, or the stock market, S&P 500, which is the overall market. Doesn't necessarily include everything, but we look at SPX. SPX is show that it is still trending upwards. We had a period of consolidation here, but it actually ended up closing. Let's see what the top of this candle is. The high of this candle is 56.46, and it closed at 56.48, I think that is. Yeah, 56.48. So it closed just above the high of the, let me see if this is higher. 56.51. Okay, so this one is a little bit higher. It didn't close quite above the high of the week. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, that's the week. It didn't close quite above the high of the week, but it did close right up in the zone. Right up in the zone. Now we closed the day with a hammer. Y'all see this? We closed the day with a hammer. This is SPX, showing you where the top of this was, and it closed just below that. We closed on a hammer on the day. We close on a hammer on the week. Oh, shucky ducky. What does that hammer mean? We know that hammers talk about some upwards mobility, more upward movement. And we closed the month on a hammer. The day, the week, and the month all closed on a hammer. We talk about here time frame continuity. What does that mean? That means, of course, that's what it looks like. The market can do what it wants to do, but these candles do talk as well. The candles tell stories. The candles tell a story. That's a day. That was the week. This is the week now. That was the month. This is the week. And then here is the day. How did the daily candle close? And this doesn't feel as hammerish, but it's got a long wick. There is definitely buying pressure in here, seeing that's this long wick at the bottom. Alrighty, so we do have, that's SPX. Time frame continuity to the upside. Could see that there may be a few more heights in front of us. A few more highs in front of us. Let's talk about what we have coming up this week. We've got final manufacturing PMI coming up this week. Monday, of course, tomorrow, the banks are closed. The market is closed, all those good things. So nothing's happening tomorrow. Nothing tomorrow. Tuesday, we've got PMI, like I mentioned, 9:45 and 10 o'clock. What's a red folder here? Construction, spending, RCM tip, economic optimism, all that stuff's happening on Tuesday. Wednesday, we've got trade balance at 8:30 before the market opens. And at 10 o'clock, we've got JOLTS job openings. All right. Red folder. That means the job market plays its role in what is going on with our economy and our inflation. The jobs that are open, jobs that are filled, employment, unemployment, all those things play a part of that. Okay. Factory orders at 10 o'clock, total vehicle sales, and then 2 o'clock, the beige book. Thursday, challenger job cuts. And then we got non-farm employment, which is important. Non-farmers, all the people who are not the farmers, what kind of employment do we have of the non-farmers? And then unemployment claims. Both of those are before the market opens on Thursday. So we got non-farm productivity. PMI is here again. Gas, natural gas storage, and crude oil inventories. And then on Friday, another red folder at 8:30. We've got average hourly earnings, unemployment rate, non-farm employment change. FOMC member Williams will speak at 8:45. That's before the market opens. And then at 11, Waller will speak. Those are both orange folders. Those are the meetings that we have. Jamie says, El Banco está cerrado. The bank is closed. Yep, the bank is cerrado. I can't roll my R's. I've always tried cerrado. I can't roll them. I'm not even going to try and mess up the language. I have never been able to roll my R's. The good thing is Spanish is very forgiving. Spanish is forgiving. So if you get close enough to what you're trying to say, you can be understood. Unlike a lot of other languages, English is kind of that way, dude. You can say stuff in English close and people can understand you. But Some other languages like Mandarin are not so forgiving. You say it wrong, it means something completely different. And you're like, that's not what I was trying to say. Okay, so we're looking at the earnings. On Monday, there is nothing because the market is closed. Yes. On Tuesday morning, there's a little bitty, I'm not sure. Oh, no, I didn't mean to go there. I was trying to zoom in to the earnings so I could see this little one here. Okay, I got a plan. I got a plan, Stan. I'm going to be coy, Roy. Come on, help me, help me. There we go. I need to, you all can see it better than I can. I don't see what that first one is. Maybe MOMO. Is that what it looks like? Zscaler is there. GitLab or JitLab. Asana is there. Hold on. EPS. Let me see if I can get it into where I can see it bigger, even if you all can see it fine on this screen, but no part of me. I cannot, not for me. Okay, let's see if we can get it big here. Yes, Momo. Let me make this one smaller so it don't have to be all big in my face and make me think I'm the one who can't see because I can't. Here we go. Hey Ward, how you doing? Then we got Zscaler, we've got GitLab or JitLab, GTLB. Asana is here. Health Equity, this is all Tuesday after the market closes. Ascendis Pharma, Sportsman, OneStream, and PagerDuty. Wonder what PagerDuty is. Anybody know what that is? PagerDuty? Anyway, Wednesday morning, we've got Dick's Sporting Goods, Dollar Tree, Sienna, Hormel, The Food People, Core and Main, J. Jill, America's Car Mart, Torrid, sizes 10. Torrid don't hardly go down to a size 10. Torrid, Daktronics, and Knots. That's all Wednesday morning. Wednesday afternoon, C3AI. Y'all remember we were doing C3AI like gangbusters. I might want to put that on our list so we can look at it. C3AI was being talked about so much before now, and then you hear nothing about it after AI got popping. We make sure we put that one. We put that one on our chart to look at. It's not on our list of trades, but I'm interested to see what it's doing. Hewlett Packard is here. ChargePoint. They were going so great up until Tesla decided they were going to be able to do their own charging stations, and then ChargePoint fell off the map. Casey's, Credo, AeroVironment, Copart, Sprinkler, the Concrete Pumping Holdings. Looks like Concrete Pumping Holdings. And Verent. Thursday morning, Neo again was another one who was like again talked about all the time when I first started trading several years ago, and then now people hardly ever mention it. Fuel Cell Energy, Toro, Lands End, SAIC, Afamed, Corn Perry, G3, Shoe Carnival, which I'm surprised they're still open, DZS. Thursday, we've got Broadcom or AVGO. That's one that's probably anticipated is AVGO, UiPath or Path, Samsara, DocuSign, Planet, Smartsheet, Rent the Runway, Braze. Is Braze Pizza? Is that the pizza? Oh, that's Blaze Pizza. Quanex, Zoomies is Thursday after market closes. And then on Friday morning, we've got Big Lots, ABM, Genesco, BRP, and Brady. Let's see what be interesting in there. Okay, let's go to our next slide though. Next slide. We saw all the earnings. Which earnings you think you want to look at? Which one do you think you would be interested in? I think C3AI is just called AI. And I'd like to see what Neo has going. I don't trade earnings like this, but sometimes it's good to just be looking. Did y'all see how SoFi is starting to gotten on the move and had a short squeezing process in progress after that whole thing was said about the student loan, that they weren't going to revisit Biden's student loan thing, then SoFi took off. All right, so last week, we ready? Y'all ready to give congratulations? Yeah. You got to do the vibrato, otherwise it's, Not as effective. Anyway, last week we had 20 of 21 profitable trades. Woo, 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 woo. And what I did this time, I'm not sure if y'all can see this, but this time I went down the line and put in how much money each trade generated. I put in how much money did each trade generate. Do y'all see that? So next to it, CVS pulled in $10, Dash $12, Morgan Stanley $12, Net 16, On Semiconductors 21, Oracle 18. So I went all the way down this list and put in here how much money did each of these take in. Now, I think this can be a little telling, right? How can we use this information? You see that all of these were one spreads, except for I think I had one that was a 2.5 spread, but all of these are one spreads, or two of them were 2.5. But even in the one spreads, there was different money made in different places. Like Oracle brought in $18, while CVS only brought in 10. And they're both one spread. On Semiconductors brought in $21. Again, Dash brought in 12, right? Datadog brought in 20. Devon Energy brought in $36 for one spread. Oh, shucky. And some of this could have been, of course, it depends on timing of entry and how close your entry is to current price when you enter, at how close is price to your strike when you're entering. That's going to make a difference. Google brought in $45 and Royal Caribbean brought in 31. Both of those are 2.5 spreads, but one brought in $45 and one brought in 31. Okay, so to let you know that's how much the money is. So you can use this to say some of the ones that may have higher premiums that you're interested in, that you look to trade those with better premiums more often. If you're leveraging the same amount of collateral, you could at least take in as much money as possible for that collateral. And we've got Exxon at the bottom and the Iron Condor. Only one side of that Iron Condor picked up. And you also had Zoom. You also had Zoom down there, both sides of that. So the ones that are with no check or no money next to them were the ones that never did feel. So if they didn't feel for at least $10 or at least 10% of the spread, I didn't let them feel. If they only were going to pay $3 or $4, then I set it for at least $10. And if it didn't feel for 10, then I left it. So a few of these, like Bank of America, NEM or Newmont, DocuSign, CMCA, Comcast, those didn't feel. And the put credit spread side of Exxon didn't feel, because when the market opened on Monday, Exxon took off, right? Exxon took off. So the put credit spread side never did feel. But basically, here's the stuff in this right here. We received $411 in premiums. We paid in my sim. I did all this in my sim. Paid $43 for the partial breach of Kroger. See, Kroger, the price ended up being like $43.19. It was very close to $53.19, very close to the 53, but it was a partial breach. So I had to pay $43 to get out of Kroger. So we kept the $368 in profits. And if you count all this up, we used $2,300 in collateral, which was a 16% return on the money. 16% return in 1 week. If you traded everything on this list, well, many people are going to trade everything on the list like I did. They may pick 3 or 4 or 2 or 3 or whatever number you think you want to pick. But I wanted to show you about the money that's in the list. Now, if you were to, multiples of this, you take in multiples of the money. That's how that works. You want more than 300, you want to double that to $736, then you put up double the collateral. You do 2 of each of these. That's how you do that. Okay. This was last week though. Snap it up. Last week, we got a 95% win rate on the trades list. Yes. 95% win rate on the trades list. Okay. All right. I get the watch list from Peakbot, but I put in the strikes. Okay. So before I go on and start working on this week's list, I want to talk about the charting challenge that is starting this evening at 7 o'clock. We're starting the charting challenge at 7 p.m. this evening. Y'all see this long list of things that we're going to cover in this month? I decided, I could have just done it once a week. We could have met and kind of, I decided, nope, we're going hard for September because I want us to be able to get this stuff. I want us to pick up this knowledge as fast as possible without going too fast and making it uncomfortable or you're not learning anything. But I want us to keep moving. I want you to feel that there is a bit of a, we can't just be sitting around. The word won't come to me now. We don't have time. We got to keep moving, right? Hey, Saida, how you doing? What delta do I use? I use the delta around 25. Yeah, 25. Actually, look at the probability out of the money that's greater than 75. So I use delta of 25 or less. So yeah, there's a whole lot. There we go. Thank you. There's a sense of urgency. That word would not come out. There's a sense of urgency to this, right? I want you to know that we do need to continue to press on. So if you're joining the challenge, come on, we're going to pop. And some of these things you already probably know. So we won't have to spend a lot of time there when we already know them, but we're going to run this for the month of September. And if it continues on past that, we'll just keep it running because I believe we've got a lot that needs to be done, and I believe we're going to get some great value, and I believe it's going to help us and improve our trading, increase our profits and improve our trading. That's what we're after here. That's completely what we're after. Well, cash secure puts could be better, but cash secure puts require a lot more collateral. So if you're doing just spreads, each of these spreads only requires $100 or less, actually less than $100 because you are going to get some of the money back in premiums. If you did 37.5 selling a put, you got to put up $3,700 for that. That's more than this whole list. This whole list here only required $2,300. If you did all of these, which you wouldn't necessarily do, you could. You could do them all, make your $368 or whatever. But that's a lot to watch during the week. It would be more than I'd want to watch. But I wanted you to see how much money is in the list. But yeah, if you do cash secure puts. Now, the great thing about cash secure puts is if you get breached there, you do end up with the stock. And that can be a good thing. But it doesn't allow you, the amount of collateral that you need is much greater. You're not going to get to a 172.5 on Google on a cash secure put. Well, you can. It's just going to cost you $17,000 to do that. Yep. 2 zeros, $17,000 is going to be one cash secure put on Google. But you can use $100 or $250 to trade spreads and still take in premiums and use your collateral a little differently. It's up to you. I mean, if the money's in your account, run it. But if you're starting with a smaller account and you don't have a whole bunch of money to work with, then credit spreads is your thing. All right. Yes, Stacy. Yes. We're going to be working all this stuff that we need on this charting. And I really want us to improve our trading and increase our profits. That's what we're doing. That's why the sense of urgency is here. We don't have time. It's a lot. And it's going to require a commitment. But I know at the end of it, we're going to all be better off. All of us, teacher and students, everybody's going to be better off. Okay. I covered last week. I covered earnings. I covered the meetings. So now I guess we can talk about the trades coming up this week. What's coming up this week? What did y'all trade last week? Tell me what y'all traded last week and how it turned out. The risk is only the $100. If you have a one spread is only the max loss is $100. It's actually less than that because if you do a one spread and you receive $20 in premiums, then your max loss is only $80 because the market gave you 20 or the other person gave you 20. Right? You put one spread is $100 of collateral. Max loss is $100. Max profit will be whatever you take in premiums. Let me see. I need to find, Jamie, maybe you can. Are you on your computer? On your computer, Jamie? I need you to go find credit spreads a credit spreads video from my channel. I think there's one like a part 1, part 2 credit spreads explained, and put those, if you will, put those links in the chat. Put those links in the comments. Let me see. I'm at a place I may be able to grab them kind of quick. Maybe. Let's go through our list. I wanted to. I'm waiting on y'all to tell me what you traded last week. I'm waiting on y'all to tell me what you traded last week and how it went. If you're trading as a buyer or a seller, both ways are good. Oh, I want to make this clear. Our charting challenge is for buyers and sellers. If you're a buyer of options, you're welcome. If you're a seller of options, you're welcome. Okay. It's not just for sellers. It's for both, because we're talking about charting. We're talking about charting technical analysis. So it doesn't matter if you buy options or sell options. The charting still remains the same. The charting remains the same. This seems to be wanting to act up. It doesn't want to let me type in the box where I need to be able to type. There we go. Maybe. All right. Let's move on to our list. Where's my StreamYard? Jamie says, my PDT hack rut trades were 100% profitable. The SPX PDT hacks with 100% max loss. I remember the SPX trade, and you did get to talk through what actually happened. Remember, I was saying earlier that we get wins and lessons. We get wins and lessons. I think SPX was another lesson. That's what that was. SPX was just another lesson for you, Jamie. That's all that was. Anybody else trade something this week? Saida, how did the week go for you? I know we're back in school, and I know I don't have the time to really be in the market like I want to be, because I'm teaching in the mornings. Now my classes are in the morning. And it's right in the, and then between my classes, I come and do our call. So that causes me to not be in the loop like I want to. Oh, Saida said I didn't trade. Yeah. I'm just really focusing as much as I can more on my selling stuff. And then I'm still learning the strat, and doing that in my sim. I'm working in my sim, Saida, doing in the paper account. It's hard though, because in the sim, it doesn't feel as real, even though it is. It is real. But you have to go back to it, and I have to make sure I take good notes. Last week I said my accountability, I said I was going to journal all my trades last week, and I did that. I didn't take a trade that I did not journal or write down. So I was proud of myself for that too. Proud of myself. Yeah. Okay. We got the list up. Tell me what's on this list that we definitely want to look at. What's on our list that we want to look at? While y'all are while you're looking at that, let me see. I want to make sure I write down the ones we want. I'm liking Oracle again. The trade. Anybody doing the trade desk? We're going to put all these back in our sim again. Datadog did okay. I think XLK, we're going to look at XLK today, because I believe XLK is a hammer and ready to kind of do some more upwards moving, which will take some of these things with it. Let's do Google. That's where Tanya likes Google. And then we definitely want to do all of our iron condors. Oh, wait, I got to write something down. 170 call. Datadog is 120 on the call side. TTD is 101 on the put side. And what else did I say? Oracle. Oracle is 139 on the put side. SLB, okay, we got Dash. Mm-hmm. 125, and we've got SLB. What is SLB? C 61 and 64. Caesar. Does anybody trade Caesar? Love is it Love the Southwest? And then Exxon is on the neutral list this week. We'll take it. We'll take an iron condor. Y'all know me. I'm always down for a good iron condor. Yes, I'm is. Yes, I'm is. Okay. Here we go. This is C3 AI that's on the screen right now. I'm going to look at this one just because I'm curious about what it's doing. What it's been doing. $23. This is the week over here. This is weekly on the right hand side. It was doing some stuff, but now it's kind of looks consolidation-y. Looks like C3 AI might need to be on the iron condor list. It's really just kind of been in this zone for a very long time. It popped out of it and came right back in. It's having earnings this Wednesday, though. These are weekly charts. It's pretty much been between $28, $30, you can say, between $30 and $20, between 20 and 30. It's pretty much been there the entire time. So let's see what. It's got a plus or minus 3.4. So that takes it down to 20. And to go up from there will put us at like 26, 27. Probability out of the money of 82%, 79 or 8. So I probably would go with the 20. Oh, we can even go here 75%, even to 26. 26 on the bottom and 26 on the top and 20 on the bottom. 20 and 26. Let's see what kind of premiums. 20. Well, that pays $17 on the put credit spread side. Remember, the market is closed. And then if we did 26 for a one spread on the other side, oh, that's paying $11 for a 50-cent spread. You know what, though? I think it's juiced a little bit because of earnings is coming up. 26, 27, another $21. So between the two, between the 17 and the 21, you actually are going to take in about $37 in premiums. Let me see. I decided we were going to do, thanks to Jamie, told us about two different groups here. I'm going to go ahead and set these trades, set this trade to open. Tomorrow we'll set C3 AI to open, and we can keep track of what it does during the week. That was the top. Let's go look at the bottom, 19 and 20. Okay, so that's about $38 that you put up for a one spread, right? Put up for a one spread, and that's a 38% return. You're going to close it partway through. SLB is oil and gas. Jamie, were you able to find that link to those videos? I could take the time to scroll, but I don't really want to scroll through them to find what I'm looking for. All right, so that was AI. On the weekly, it's kind of been just chilling. And well, no, earnings is a binary event. So if you're thinking about trading it, just know that, earnings can pop it up a bit, but it's been between $20 and $30 for a minute. Let me make sure I put both of those on working. The put and the call. Yep, I did both. Okay. All righty. No, I didn't want you. I wanted you back. I want you back. Okay, so that was C3 AI. Let's go look at our list. Oracle. I want to make sure that I had some ones that I was researching and saw some movement that's likely. The triple Qs, IWM, XLK, all of those are definitely bullish. We'll make sure we come back to them. I want to make sure that those who are maybe not trading off the list can still see that we've got other stuff. Oracle is on the put credit spread list. I'll keep us mostly on the daily chart. I'll keep us mostly there. I don't like that there's so many lines. They get me confused. Okay, this is Oracle here on the daily chart. Oracle's got some support at 137.78. We've got a couple of gaps. That one looks like it's filled, but this one is not. Yeah, that one over there is filled, but we still do have some support right there at the bottom of that gap. Hey now, what you say now? Push the buttons and it just runs away. I need to remember how to put the things to pin them back up to the top. Support is right there, resistance support at this point at the bottom of that gap. And then there's some more support at 140. So we got support at 137, 139, and 143 of those. And what I have is 139 as a put credit spread as your strike. PCS 138, 139. Not ever investment advice, just showing you what I see. And how would I come up with this anyway? Along with the chart, I also use the probability out of the money. Probability out of the money 139 is a 74.78, which in my opinion is 75. You could go down one more strike and do it 137, 138. But let's see what kind of money. 138, 139 is paying $16. 137, 138 is paying $9. So 138, 139 it is. Yep, put this on into our thing. Now, I did some trades on Friday because I knew we would have 3 days of Theta decay. We'd have 3 days of Theta decay. So I put on, I think it was Ulta. No, we can't see you, but you should be able to post links. You can't post links. That may be what was going on with Janae last week. I can post links, so maybe. Yeah, I didn't know you couldn't post links. Have you tried to post links before and not been able? Where is? Ay. Go back. Okay. This is weird because I didn't know that y'all couldn't post links into the chat of YouTube. Very interesting, man. And when I try to search my channel, it's taking way too long to find what I want. Okay, I didn't know there was no links here. Thank you for that, Saida. That way we'll know in the future, Jamie, because we can't see the links. Okay, so yeah, show all of them. That was Oracle. 138, 139 Oracle we got there. And let's go to TTD. And make sure we are on the right server because it feels like we're not. Nope, we're in the right place. TTD. Our chart. TTD on the daily chart. Almost looks like that Oracle chart did. Support is at 102. Resistance up here at cancel. Resistance up here at 105 and some change. Wonder why I have that one in the middle. Because there's a chair right there. 102. Trade desk is a put credit spread, also 100, 101, based on this support right here at the 102.06. And if we go look on the option chain, the 101 has an 80% probability out of the money, 73 on 102. So let's stick with the 100, 101. Don't want anybody being aggressive that wouldn't normally be aggressive. 100, 101 is paying $13. I'm putting us on to 15, and then I'm sending it confirm send, so that way it can prayerfully get picked up on Tuesday morning. Yep, Tuesday morning it can be picked up, because Monday morning, hopefully y'all will sleep in. Does anybody else have the same problem as me? Even on the days you have off, you can't sleep in because you still wake up at the same time, and then you lay there like, I'm just going to fall back asleep, and you don't. Only me? That's the problem I run into. I wake up about almost regular time, and I lay there, and then I can't go back to sleep. It's like, I was planning on sleeping in. Can't even sleep in. Can't even sleep in. This is Data Dog. Data Dog's got some support right there. It is currently in the resistance zone. Actually, it hit it and pulled right on back off at 117.8. Data Dog is in the call credit spread, or the bearish move. It's 120 is the strike on the bearish side. Call credit spread. So 120 is beyond both of 117 and 118. Let's go look at data TTD. It's got a plus or minus 3.8. Plus or minus 3.8, which puts us at 120 is right around the spot we want to be. We can look here at 120 being 80% probability out of the money. We can go with that too. 120, 121, it's paying $19. Paying $19. I'm gonna put me another dollar on here for the I keep wanting to say the trade desk for Data Dog. Data Dog. Let's look at Dash. DoorDash, which is seeming to be, hanging in there. DoorDash is hanging in there. Let me see. Let me make sure I'm back on the page with the comments, because I'm probably making comments and I can't see. Yep, Saida said that's me. Stacey said me too. Wake up and I'm like, I really want to keep sleeping. I just want to lay here and rest, but my brain's definitely, once I wake up, my brain starts moving, and it's a wrap after that. I might as well get up and start doing stuff. Okay, hovering up here, it's basically flat. DoorDash probably might want to. It's almost in the neutral zone, because it's been in this zone here. These are days, but it's been there 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14 days. It's been in this same zone. That's what, 3 weeks? And the moving averages have flattened out a little bit. So, but DoorDash, oh my goodness, is on the put credit spread 125, probably because it is still showing bullish. 125 on the put credit spread side, which is fine, because there's also some support down in here. 123, I think that is 123 and some change underneath this 126.55, right? So let's go see what it is on the single chart. Put credit spread 125 is a 78% probability out of the money. Yep, so that's 125. I said turn on vertical. 124, 125. Paying $17. $17. It's showing bullish, Stacy. It's showing bullish. Now let's look at SLB. I did not know you could not post links in a YouTube comment chat. Guess we learned something new every day. Every day we learn something new. Okay. This is SLB Schlumberger. Jamie told us what they did. Let me throw back up here and see what he said. Did I overlook the part about SLB? I know you said something about, oh, there it is. Oil and gas, Schlumberger Limited. Falls in the energy sector, which is showing some bullishness as well. I can look at XLE right behind this because XLE is on the watch list. XLE is on the, let's go look and see what they talking about over there. Okay, well, Schlumberger has a gap that it needs to be trying to fill. The close to the open, and then you can pull back off of it, but I want you to see where the gap really is. The close to the open is there. The part that is not filled yet is all of this up here. That's the part that has yet to fill. Let me see if I can pull it out some so we'll know what we're looking at. This is the part that hasn't filled yet. That little extra piece, the part down here has filled. Let me see if I can maybe darken it up a little bit so we can see what we're looking at. Color. That'll work. Lets us know. You don't get to put which one on the top. I wanted the dark one on the top, but I wonder if properties asks us which one goes where. Like, can you change the order? Doesn't look like it. Either way, this little piece here is the part that hasn't been filled yet. This is Schlumberger. Schlumberger is showing up as a bearish. It's showing up bearish. We've got some resistance right there at 45. We got some 45.99, 45.37. Of course, the top of this gap at 45 is going to provide some resistance. And I'll give you one guess of where the strike is for the trade. Anybody want to guess? It's actually 45 because that's a 78% probability out of the money. 45, we got plus minus 1.7, so that still works. 45, you can make it a 50-cent spread. 45, 45.5 is paying $7 for a 0.5 spread. I probably would go on up to another step. Now, $10 for one spread, we've always talked about taking in 10%, at least 10%. Now that we've been doing a few more things, though, sometimes I'll be like, $10 not enough. Now it's still $10, so I just me acting. But definitely make sure that you're comfortable with the trade, with the stock that you're going to trade. And that what you can do too is you can wait until it's coming towards your strike. Let's say it starts moving upward some more. As the price moves up more into the zone or gets closer to 45, the premiums are going to go up. So where it's worth $10 now, if this continues, this is a hammer. If this continues on upwards, right, you're going to make more money, get more premiums off it as it goes. Thinking about the 50% mark of this gap is about, I'm eyeballing it, is about here. That 50% mark is also going to provide resistance. Righty, but there's some long wicks here. It looks like SLB wants to rock on. Okay, XLE. Jamie, you may need to, if you don't mind, put the link into the Telegram somewhere. Oh, you might have done that already. You so smart. You so smart. I already did that. Okay, so, oh no, I didn't want you to open up. So now I can go and grab the link from there and put it in the chat. There was a part three. I didn't know I had a part three to that. Let's see if it'll let me, and then see if y'all can see it. I'm going to send it, see if you all can see the link when it pops up there. Okay. Those are the links for the credit spreads, part 1, 2, and 3. Can y'all let me know if you can see those links or not? This is XLE. I want to see XLE on the month. Oh, it looks like you can. I think Saida is saying you can. This is XLE on the month. Maybe. There we go. What does that look like there? A hammer. Looks like a hammer. For the month. It's a red hammer, but a hammer nonetheless, which means price came down, 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 and then went back up, but we've got a hammer. So these 3 months, it's been trying to do its thing. This would be great if this was now going in the up direction, but it is still a hammer nonetheless. That's the month, right? Then we'll go to the week. Looking on the weekly chart, what is XLE doing there? Sorry, I'm moving it fast. This seems a little more doji-ish, but it's got a pretty long wick, and we see that we've had some upwards movement here. The moving averages are trying to cross over, so that way we can go on up. This feels doji-ish to me, especially these two. These are the weeklies, feel kind of doji-ish, but we still are going in a upwards trending direction. There is a resistance here around 92, right? So this is the week. Got some support there. Let's go look at the day. This is XLE we're looking at. To see what could energy possibly be getting ready to do for the month of September. What could energy be setting up to do? And when we look at the sector to see what is the sector doing, then we can look at stocks within the sector to see what are they doing. If you see that the sector is bullish, then you look inside the sector, Devon Energy, SLB, Oxy, Exxon, Chevron, all those are in the energy space, right? And you can look and say, okay, well, if those things are on the move, then let's see, on the bullish move, then let's see if my stuff can be bullish too. See, which stock do I want to trade? There we go. Come on, give me the line. This is our trend line. It's our trend line. This would be looks like it's a 2 up, barely a 2 up, because it's just beyond the top of, let me see, make sure. The high of this is 91.31 and the high of this is 91.28. Yeah, it's above it by 3 cents. By 3 cents. This is actually a 2 up with a lot of bullish movement. This is a pretty good, strong candle. We all do have to watch that it is coming into, on the daily chart, it's coming into some resistance here. The resistance and some, what do we call this? Supply. Got some supply up here as well. See, you come up here for some gas. I'll come get gas and then see where we're going. You got a long ride. You got to get gas to go. Anybody traveling, going out of town? Oh, y'all see the pictures in our Telegram? Y'all see the pictures of me and Tanya? I met Tanya a couple days ago. She came down here and I was able to have lunch with her. I think I put the picture in our Telegram group. It was good to meet her in person. It really was. Okay, so this is XLE. Again, kind of on a bullish move there. What else do we have on that? Oh, we're going to go look at Exxon, because Exxon is on our Iron Condor list. We got C, Exxon, Love. We'll look at those. I didn't put Caesar's numbers down. If somebody wants us to do Caesar's, we can. If there's another stock you want us to look at, please put it in the comments. Put it in the comments if you want us to look at a chart. I'm going to go back to Triple Q, IWM, and SPY. I'm going back to those. Janae ain't here, so ain't nobody asking for NVIDIA. Is that what that's all about? Nobody wants to ask for NVIDIA because Janae not here. Janae probably going to pop up and go, I am here. I'm here. Okay, 116.51 is some support. And got a couple levels of resistance here. This 118.95, 119.64. Actually, there's one right here as well at 118, 116, and 118. This gap down here has yet to be filled around the 115 area. This gap here has been filled. Okay, XM, I have 115 and 120. 120 puts us above this. 115 puts us below this. Puts us actually down here. Let's write a little note on here in case somebody wants to trade XM as a iron condor. 115, 116 up there for the call credit spread. And down here, we've got PCS. Nope, I got those backwards. Those are backwards. 115, 116 is down there. This one up here is 120, 121. There we go. Call credit spread 120, 121. Put credit spread 115, 116. Let's go look at the money. Let's see if XM can pull out some money. 115. Was it 115, 116? Didn't I? No, that's not what we need. That's too close. Too close. 114, 115. That's what we need. Boom, boom, boom. 114, 115. Now let's go look at the money. 114, 115. I don't like this $8. I'm going to push it up to 12 and then put it on a good till cancel. It's going to need a few more dollars on that side. That's what happened last week. The put credit spread side, the price took off. So there was, I couldn't even get in on the put credit spread side. But sometimes you don't fight that because, listen, you try to force it and it don't go well and you're like, oh, shucks. Trade come on back at you because you're forcing it. All right, so I did 120 and I did 115. I think I put in $12 over here and over here I put in 18. So $30 on the iron condor. I'm going to tell you, though, even doing these stocks, I kind of get a little spoiled because on Triple Q, on the daily, 1 DTE on Triple Q, that pulls in like $50 a pop. So I said, I'm leveraging the same $100, right? I'm leveraging the same $100 and I can take in 50 and be in there one day. But there's a level of stress that goes along with that one day that don't go with these ones that last 3 and 4 days. That level of stress don't stay with these. That's not the same. That Triple Q stress in the morning, it pop up, pop down, It takes its minute to do its thing. You know, that's what it be doing. That's what Triple Q and SPY be doing in the morning. Yeah. And then it just runs through the day. Many times it closes like it's supposed to, but sometimes it act up and don't want to do right. But it does feel better to take in that $50 when you first enter the trade. That does feel good. Okay, let's look and see. Citigroup. Citigroup, let's go to the chart. Citigroup is also on the neutral list. Going too far. Going too far. Citigroup is on the neutral list. We've got $60. There's a gap here that needs filling. It's around in this area. Some part of it has been filled, but not all of it. And it's in the gap. I think this gap, yep, Citigroup is in a gap right now. All of this, and it's not done filling it. But it's past the 50% mark, past the 75% mark even. So it's probably going to close. Now, this will provide, the top of this gap, though, will provide some resistance. Come on. There we go. The top of this gap is going to provide some resistance at 63 and some change. So it may boom and come on back. So what we got for Citigroup is 61 and 64. 61 on the bottom side, which is just below this little drop right here, just below this support area, right? 61 is there. We actually could pull this. Nope, not true. Didn't mean to move you. This 61.34, and 64 is the top. 64 is the top. So let's go to the option chain. See, 61 is at 81%. 64 is 79%, or right at 80%. Ay, come back here. Let's go to the vertical. What did I say, 61? I did, 61. Oh, please. Okay, so 6061 is paying $10. I'm going to put a couple dollars in here. Put a little bit extra. 6465 is paying $13. I always put a little extra. That way I feel like if it will give me a little bit more. That was 15 and 12, right? So $27 you're going to take in on that. If both sides pick up, you'll take in $27. Tanya says she's at the airport. She was when she sent me the message earlier. She's flying right now. Traveling grace and mercy, Tanya. Traveling grace and mercy. Say it to the air. The Lord who hears all can hear the prayers. All right. That was Citigroup. We got to look at love. I hear Spirit Airlines are struggling. They're like really on the struggle bus. That they having a really, really hard time. I hadn't traded. I think when I looked at Trading Spirit before, their option chain looked so crazy. I was like, I'm not doing this. It was the bid ask spread was dumb, and it was a mess. Some stuff didn't even populate. I was like, this right here, no. Because this, so this go wrong, I'm gonna be bothered. So let's just go. There are too many other stocks to fool around with somebody who ain't got a decent option chain. So this is where love is 28 some change. I see some resistance up here around the 29 area. Actually, we probably could go up as high as that 29.72. Support at 28 and some change. There's one in here. 27 on love. I did 28 and 30. Gonna be quite close. 28 and 30, real close. That's because the probability out of the money is close, and it's a plus or minus 1.3, which probably means the premiums are going to not necessarily be desirable. Not necessarily desirable. What did I say? 28, 27.5, 28 pays $8. Actually, that's not too bad. You may spread it out to a one spread. It pays $12. That's not too bad on the put credit spread side, probably because it's closer. And then I had 30 on the call credit spread side, that 0.1, 0.04. Yeah, this is where, no. But I'm putting it into our $5 for a one spread. I want it to be at least 10. There you go. I wouldn't take it if it wasn't at least 10. So I'm putting it in as 10. And I'll put a GTC on it. If it comes and does what it's supposed to do, then it will pick up. All right. All righty. I had a list of a few others. Y'all didn't put no others in the chat. Does that mean y'all gonna let me just pick all the stock? We're just gonna let you do all the stock. I'm big up 15 more minutes because I want to make sure I'm good and ready for our charting challenge that starts at 7 o'clock tonight. I want to make sure I got all of our stuff ready for the charting challenge. The challenge. I want to make sure we're ready for the challenge. Let me clear all this stuff off of this chart because it's too much. It's too much. If you're coming to the charting challenge, or if you didn't sign up yet, you need to go ahead and go over to the website and get signed up. Get signed up. I'm going to talk about it here in a second. This is Amazon. Oh, no, this is SPY. My mind is going to Amazon. I don't know why. There's some resistance at 564, but notice we're on the hammer on the day. And if we flip to the week, we'll be, I don't know why it just won't stay the right size when I change from time frame. Hammer on the week. What does hammer mean? What does the hammer mean? Does the hammer mean? Means we got more upwards mobility. And another hammer. Day, week, month. All hammered. You are signed up, Stacy. You're in good shape. Day, week, and month all hammer, which means there could be some more. See how the moving averages are fanned out? We're all ready for some potential upwards movement, some more upwards movement. Now, just know, SPY will dance around a bit. It can do its thing, but if you're going to trade it longer term, you got the day, the week, and the month means you got some time. You might want to put some time on it if you wanted to continue to pull on up and take you with it. There's a gap here. Nope, that's not what I wanted. I wanted a line. And there's support at the 556 area. This gap that was in this zone has been filled. 564 looks like it's a good place where there could be some resistance. 564.92 right at the 565. We push on past there. We're at all-time high. The all-time high at this point is 556.16. After we pass there, we're what, $1 away? Can it go to another all-time high? I would say probably. Probably it can go on up a little higher. Okay, triple Q. Triple Q chart looks similar. This is the day. Oh, come on. This is the daily. Hammer going here. We got the weekly. Hammer. Now, this is a red hammer, but it's a hammer nonetheless. And monthly. Also, a green hammer. Okay. Triple Q. Same thing. IWM. IWM been trying to move a minute, though. It's been trying to do its thing for a little while. IWM on the month. This is a monthly chart. Is a hammer. Let's see what the weekly chart looks like. Y'all seeing a trend? This is a red hammer, but a hammer nonetheless. Daily. Now, does this mean it's going to go up tomorrow or Monday, Tuesday? Maybe, and maybe not. It may pull back some of it, but this hammer does speak to more upwards movement. Right? This is IWM. We got a resistance at 221, but it is a hammer on the day. 220. There is some potential opportunity here for some trades Put credit spreads below some of these supports. Could pay us pretty decent. There's a gap that needs filling. This one has been filled. That one's partial. This one has been filled. A WM likes to gap around. Gap around, doesn't it? Let's look at XLK before we go. This is the last one. I said I was going to do Amazon, so maybe not quite the last one. This is XLK, the tech sector. See what the tech sector is looking like on the daily. Can y'all see that? Pew. Of course, the tech sector goes up. All the stuff in the tech, well, the tech sector goes up because, and I don't know, well, maybe I should make sure I'm saying this right. The tech sector goes up because the things inside the tech sector are going up, or do the things inside the tech sector go up and then they take the sector with it? Was it the chicken before the egg? Which one is it, the chicken or the egg? The tech sector is comprised of tech stocks. So the stocks inside the sector must take the sector up, right? Another hammer, XLK. All righty, so we see several different things that we're seeing that definitely are on our put credit spread list, or things that are bullish that would definitely be in the put credit spread area. Nope, I didn't want to go there. I wanted to go here. Reminding us again that we are doing our charting challenge starting at 7 o'clock this evening. If you're not signed up, you want to go ahead and do that. If you're already in the membership, you don't have to do anything else, but just show up at 7 o'clock. If you're not in the membership, which is the E2T membership, if you haven't signed up, then it's $97 for a month. And we're doing all of this month. That's the plan, is to do all of this month. It's not just going to be me. I'm going to teach the vast majority of it, but we've also got some guest teachers who are coming in, and they're going to teach some parts of it with me, with us, for us, to all of us. Either way, it's going to be a lot. And we're going to, now this is got a schedule. You got to commit to this. Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, we got practice sessions put in here. We're doing support, resistance, gaps, trends, broadening formations, charting on different time frames, the 6-line strategy for day trading, using the chart for optimal entry, multi-time frame analysis, indicators, talk about the strat, candlestick patterns. We just got a lot happening in here this month. All right. And I want to be able to share all of that with you. I really do. All right. Do we have any comments, questions, anything? We've talked about the earnings for this week. We've talked about what is the stocks looking like. We've talked about the meetings coming up this week. We've hit us some stocks to trade. We looked at those. You've seen how I go through that process. I think that's about everything. All righty. I really want you all to have a safe Labor Day. Do some stuff. Actually, I'm still doing, trade preps. When you get extra day, you're like, yes, I can watch an extra video. You get a little too excited. I already cooked Mr. P a steak on the grill, so I did that grill part already. So tomorrow I am free to do the stuff that I need to do. All righty. All right. So those of you are in the membership, I will see you at 7 o'clock. For the rest of you, I will see you Tuesday morning. We won't have a morning call tomorrow because the market's not open, but I will see you Tuesday morning at 9:30. All righty. So we're going to say, as we normally do, we're going to stay green and we're going to get this money. I'll see you all later. Bye, everyone. Maybe if I can find the mouse. Maybe.